Hey crafty friends, welcome back to another card making tutorial. My name's Nicole and I love to share card making videos and inspiration here on YouTube. So this is the project we're making today. It's a very easy, beginner-friendly project that dabbles with some mixed media items. So if you've always wanted to test out these texture pastes, I'm going to give you an easy technique that you can use even if you're a beginner and you've never used these before. So the texture pastes that I'm using today, they are from Vicki Boutin. They are metallic texture pastes. They do come in a set, which I will link below, but the colors I'm using today are Bubblegum, Iceberry, and Spearmint. So as you can see here, I've just gone ahead and put out a little dollop of each of those texture pastes onto my glass media mat, and I'm just using a distress sprayer to add some water to each of these texture pastes. So I also have here in my hand, you can see a 0.75 inch paintbrush, and I'm just going to use that to both mix my paste and apply it here to my cardstock panel. So I should mention as well that the panels that I'm using today, these are the Vicki Boutin Foundations paper. If you've never used this paper before, I would recommend it for something like this. It's great for mixed media where you have a little bit of moisture on there. It's not going to buckle or warp or, anything like that. My final project is going to be absolutely beautiful. So I'm going ahead here, as you can see, one by one, I'm going to go ahead and paint on those different texture pastes. So I did want to just kind of point out that you'll see here on the right hand side that when I added my paste to the mat, I didn't mix all of it in with the water. I did that on purpose so that if I wanted to go back and make my my paint a little bit thicker, I could go and scoop a little bit more out of that out of that regular standard texture paste. Or if I wanted to add more water, I could go ahead and spray more water to thin it out on the right hand side of my glass mat. So I like to do this just so that I have a little bit more control. And if I go ahead and thin it out too much, like I did with this green color, I can go ahead and dab my brush back into the thicker texture paste and just make this a little bit thicker of a consistency so that I can see the definition in those brush strokes like I can with the other colors. So I did want to just while I'm finishing painting here, you can see on the left here that I went ahead and kind of added those lines parallel. On the right, I did kind of a crosshatch pattern. Really, you can do whatever you like. I think both are beautiful. So while those panels are drying, I am going to go ahead and die cut out our sentiment today. This is the HB2U sentiment word die. It's from Picket Fence Studios, and I'm going to go ahead and just die cut that out of white cardstock, and in fact I'm going to do that about 2 to 3 times for each of the cards, and that's because I'm going to stack up these dies for a little bit of dimension on the front of these cards. So really, with my finished card design, I wanted that background to be the star of the show, so I didn't want to add too much with the sentiment die. So that's why I went with just the plain white cardstock, keeping it very modern looking, very classic. And yeah, didn't want it to be too flashy, really wanted that beautiful metallic texture paste painted background to get the attention on this one. So all that's left here to do is assemble my cards. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my card panel to a 5x7 card. This is a 4x6 card panel on a 5x7 card, leaving a nice white border and adding some liquid glue to my HB2U sentiment. And I'm going to just stick that down right here on the front of the card. If you like what you saw today, I invite you to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future crafty inspiration, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it so that I know to make more card projects like this. I mean, just look at that shine. Absolutely beautiful. For more inspiration, I invite you to check out the videos here on your screen. And until next time, I hope you are keeping it crafty. Bye!